All right, number 8, explain one way to find the height of the trapezoid if you know the area and the length of both bases. Okay, well, we know that formula, area equals base 1 plus base 2 times height times 1/2, or 0.5. So if I know the area, let's say the area, I'm just going to throw a number out here, is 50, and we know the length of both bases, let's say, 2 and 4, so that's going to be 6, and then times h times 1/2. So in order to find the height, you would take, so let's write this out. To find the height, you could multiply the sum of the two bases So in my example here, 2 and 4 were the two bases, so we got 6. So I can multiply the sum 6 of the two bases multiply the sum of the two bases by 1/2. Okay, that would leave me with 3h. And then divide both sides by the product. So what that means in real language, so I got the sum of the two bases, and remember for my example I just used 2 and 4. I said, well, let's just pretend I do have a trapezoid. Let me see what it looks like. So I took the sum, 2 plus 4. I multiplied that by 1/2 to get 3. And that would leave me with just 3h. And then if I divide both sides by the product, meaning the answer to this multiplication problem that I did, 6 times 3, or 6 times 1/2, which was 3, if I then divide both sides by that same product, I will be left with the h and find out what the height is. Now, I don't actually have to find the height of this problem, but sometimes it helps me to just pretend that I have a trapezoid and just plug in the imaginary numbers, and then I can look at the steps that I need to follow to write it, and then it makes it a lot easier to write it out and explain what I'm doing. Okay, number 9. A patio is in the shape of a trapezoid. The length of the longer base is 18 feet. The length of the shorter base is 2 feet less than half the longer base. Don't you love it when they do that? The height is 8 feet. What is the area? Okay, well, area equals base 1 plus base 2 times height times 1/2. Well, they told me the height is 8, so I'm going to plug that in, 8. They told me the length of the longer base is 18, so plug in 8 for one of the bases, plus the shorter base is 2 feet less than half. So if we take half of 18, that would be 9, and 2 feet less than that would be 7. And that's how we're going to find the area. So now I use my order of operation. I do my parentheses first. 18 plus 7 is, not 15, 25. Okay, and then times 8 stays, and times 1/2. Now this part I can do in any order I want. So I'm actually going to do 8 times 1/2 first, because I know what half of 8 is. Half of 8 is just 4. Because I have only multiplication left, that's why I can do the 8 times 1/2 first. because remember, 5 times 3 equals the same thing as 3 times 5. So we've learned that you can, when you're only multiplying, when that's all you're doing, you can change the order of things. So 8 times 1/2, or half of 8, is 4, and then I just do 25 times 4. Well, I can do that quickly and easily because I know 4 quarters makes $1. So the area equals 100, and it's feet squared. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.